Hello everybody. I'm talking low, so I hope y'all can hear me. The baby's asleep in there. Uh, Welcome to Tuesday. May the 16th, 2017. It's 4:41 p.m. right now. Not 4. Oh dear Lord. It's 1:41 p.m. right now. I'm afraid she's gonna wake up because she's tried to wake up, but I patted her and she closed her eyes and went back to sleep. I wanted to give y'all an update. As you know, I did not get to make any videos yesterday. We had to go back to Hattiesburg. Albert had another eye doctor checkup, and it was me, him, Katie, and Gracie that went. Katie drove. I thank the good Lord. Even though she's been sick and hadn't been feeling good lately. They had to take her to the ER the other night, and she had some kind of flu virus type thing or something or other. I don't know if those are the same or different things or what, but she had one, didn't have the other, something like that. I don't know. She's still kind of aching, but anyway, so Albert had a great checkup with his eye doctor. They kept saying that his eye is looking great, and he can see 20/40. His vision is 20/40 now, and that's good. See, Albert was born with bad eyes. He has, ever since he was a little bitty boy, he had to wear glasses, and they have always been really thick lenses before he started getting contacts and wearing them. And that was way after we got married and way up into our marriage. We lived in Mississippi on Bowie, I believe, when he started doing that. And so he only needed to wear glasses when he was reading, so I guess, but along with his contacts, but just contacts. So anyway, his eyes, has always been bad, and they've always just got worse and worse. And then when we was in Mississippi before we moved to Tennessee, he found out he had he kind of knew he had a floater, or he knew there was something, and like it would float around in there and it would get in front of his eye vision, and he would blink his eyes and do a certain way, and that would get it moved out of the way. So the eye doctor told him he had a floater. That was a floater, and he told him that it would get worse, and he would end up being blind. He would need to have a laser surgery. And that was, like I said, back in Mississippi before we moved to Tennessee. So then we moved to Tennessee. We was there for 5 years, and his eyes just kept getting worse. He had a bad case of something that happened with his eye there, and he had to go to eye doctors and take medicines and eye drops and everything like that. Then we moved to Lacombe, and I think again he had another bad case of something, and he had to do and take medicine, eye drops and stuff. So now his eye, something had it wasn't an accident, nothing happened to cause this that we know of, unless because the doctor did ask him if he had recently did anything to draw his head. And he had recently, at the time, the first time the doctor asked him, he couldn't think. And he said, no, not that I know of. But then later he was thinking about it, and he was saying, because he had not too long ago slipped and fell out of the bathtub. Well, it was a shower. He was taking a shower. It's a bathtub, but he was taking a shower. And when he was trying to get out and dry off, he slipped and fell. And so he got to thinking about that, and he thought, I wonder if that's what did it, that just really did it and made it really go worse. Or when I fell, maybe it jerked him and jarred him enough that it caused that to just get worse. But the doctor called it retinal detachment, I think is what he called it. And that's what he had to have surgery for. And he explained to Albert basically what that means is that all the layers, if I'm remembering right and can explain it right, all the layers in his eye was tearing, and pulling apart. And so mucus and all kind of other stuff that's in there was getting all in there in between those layers since they were tearing apart. And that was causing him pain and causing him where he couldn't see good. And the doctor even, he told Albert, he said, imagine a clock, you know, the round face clock with the numbers on it. And you have 12 o'clock at the top, 6 o'clock at the bottom, and you know, all your numbers around. So imagine a clock, and he said, from 2:30. Now I know as I'm doing it, it's probably going to be backwards to y'all. But when you do a, you know what, I would like to do this. Let me find some paper here. I'm going to tear this off. I don't need a very big piece, and I don't want to do this. So, give me a minute here. Okay. So you have a clock face. Okay. Alright, he said from 2 y'all excuse my messed up era there. From 2:30, okay? Now I need something to lay this on. This is the hardest thing. Let me get my phone. Because I'm going to do this as y'all are seeing me, watching me do it. So, alright. So where are we at? From 2:30. So from 2:30 all the way around, see how I'm going around, to 12 o'clock. Imagine a clock from 2:30 going all the way around, I'm going backwards, to 12 o'clock was tore. That's what had tore apart. So from 12 to 2:30, I don't understand the 30 part. I'm just kind of picturing it from 2 to 12, if I can go around it right. From 2 to 12 was tore. From 12 to 2, it was not tore. That's how what little bit was hanging on and how much more it liked before it all tore apart. And if that all had tore apart, he would have been blind and there would have been no way to fix it. So that's how bad his eye was. But he did say from 2:30 to 12. I don't understand that part. But anyway, so that's how the doctor described it to Albert. And, but it's doing great now, and he don't have to go back for another visit until 3 weeks. But if we understand right, he's got to go 12 more visits to keep getting it checked, and they'll have to keep dilating his eye and checking it and blah, 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 blah. But so far, it's doing good. Okay, he still cannot lift anything over 10 pounds, which is hard. Yes, he is lifting some stuff. We forget. He's doing pretty good, but he does forget, and sometimes he just does it when he don't forget. He's getting tired of not being able to do things. I fuss at him, I stay on him, but it's Albert's filming. There's no getting through to him. But he ain't supposed to pick up anything over 10 pounds. And that means Gracie. He can't pick Gracie up, which is the hardest thing. But anyway, he can't, you know, bend down, stoop down, do anything strenuous in that way. He's not supposed to stress out and worry. He's supposed to stay calm and relax. Ha! Yeah, right. And he's supposed to sleep on his stomach, face down, with maybe just his head turned sideways a little bit. I'm not even sure if he's supposed to lay, you know, completely on one side or the other, but he does. And he ends up on his back too. I don't know how many times a night, because once I go to sleep, I know nothing. I'm sorry, I cannot help that. I never wake up and see that he's on his back to wake him up and say, get off. I can't help it. So now, like when he goes to bed and I'm in here and then I go in there, I have found him on his back and I would fuss at him and he would say, yeah, I just turned over there. I was fixing to turn back off. But you know what? I get the feeling that he could have been on his back for a very long time. He's just excuses, and he wants you to think that he's doing right. He wants to think that he's doing right, I guess. And he don't. And yeah, it's just hard. It's hard. But so he's still got to keep doing that. And we go back in 3 weeks. But other than that, his eye's doing great. Oh, and he can see really good. He is excited about how well he can see in that eye. It's his left eye, I believe. And he's excited about how good he can see in that eye. He says he has never seen that well in that eye since he was a little bitty boy. And he is, the things and the way that he can see, he's just so happy and excited about it. It's just, he probably, most likely, like right now, because of the surgery and everything, he don't even have a contact in that eye, but he does in this one. And he can see better in this eye without a contact than he sees in this eye with the contact. And better than he did before his eye messed up and he was wearing contacts. So, he's excited about that. So that's the update on him. Okay, so now, this is Tuesday. We have Gracie's birthday party, first-year-old birthday party coming up Saturday. And we're getting ready for that. Marcus's mom and daddy and sisters coming, so they'll be here tomorrow, and they'll be staying with Katie and them. They're doing a little work now in the shop today. Katie won't come at all tomorrow because she's got to really get ready for them. They'll be here sometime tomorrow, and so then we're working. I'm still working on her board. Last night, yesterday, after we left the doctor's office, we went to Walmart, and I got some more items that I need that we're going to fix on Gracie's sensory board that we're fixing her. When we get that done, I'll show it all to you. I got Mother's Day gifts for Mother's Day that I want to do a video and show for y'all. I don't know if I'll get that done today or not. It depends. I've also got a few more or several new subbies, and so I need to do another video welcoming my new subbies again. I'm loving this, getting new subbies. I don't know what's happened all of a sudden, but I'm getting new subbies and I'm loving it, so keep them coming. Anyway, so, and like I said, I'm still trying to get back to my regular videos. I'll get there. I don't know when or how. I mean, I'm still trying to work things out with this eye thing and having to go with him to the doctor, and it takes all day long, you know, and then I don't get to do videos, and then like right now Gracie's asleep, so I'm doing this video. I don't know how many videos I'll get to do today and put up. I don't know how long she'll stay asleep. She don't sleep very long. So, I just don't know. And then tomorrow is Wednesday, and I wanted to let y'all know, I am trying my best to get back to the Hobby Horse Club videos that are supposed to be every Wednesday. And I know it's been a little while, and still yet, even tomorrow, Wednesday, I may not be able to do a Hobby Horse Club. But then again, I might can, because see, tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to have Gracie at all tomorrow, because Katie not coming over because she's getting ready and cleaning up and preparing for the party and getting ready for Marcus's mom and dad to come, and they won't be coming over tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow I can get the Hobby Horse Club video ready. I gotta prepare for it tonight though to be ready. So see, it all depends on that too. And but I've got to work on her board too today. It may have to wait till tonight after she's gone and Albert helps me work on it. You know, because I can't really do a whole lot with her here. I'm trying, y'all. But it's the hardest thing in the world. It seems like when she's here, all I can do is just sit with her and occupy her, watch cartoons with her, feed her, change her diapers, you know. And I can't watch my videos. I'm so behind on my videos, y'all. And I hate it. I hate being behind on my videos. I'm trying my best to watch them and get caught up. That's all stressing me out. I'm not able to do my hobbies and my crafting like I want to. Although I finished. See, I started to let the cat out of the bag. I was working on a craft, and I think I mentioned it before that I was making something that I can't show y'all right now, but I have finished that one. But I still can't show it to y'all yet. I'm sending it to somebody, and that person's got to get it first before I mention it. Okay? Okay. But I got that finished, and just one thing after another. I'm trying. I'm working. I want to get there. I hope I can get there, and soon. It's driving me crazy. Okay, what else? What am I leaving out? What else did I want to say? Let me think. Lord, help me remember. Was there anything else I wanted to say or tell them? Please make it pop back into my mind, Jesus. I will show you this real quick. I've been doing some, I guess I'm doing it right, I hope. I decided to grab this to have something to do when we're going to the eye doctor and waiting in the room. We had to wait a long time in the room, you know, with Albert, waiting for the doctor to call him back and all. And I wanted something, because I get bored, and yeah, I've been having to help with Gracie too, so I don't get to do much of it. I have worked a lot of it on. I have worked on it a lot in the car on the way there and back. Did I say it right that time? Wow, amazing. But this is a round plastic canvas that I was gifted by Miss Donna Day. And I got me some yarn, and I got my needle, my plastic canvas needle. And Audie, I hope I'm doing it right. I'm not sure I'm doing it right. What I would have really liked to have done was pull up a video to see again exactly how to get it started, since it's been a while that I have done plastic canvas. But I think I'm doing it right. And I have already, because what I've done, I just pull so long of a string and I cut it, and then I've been working with that. And when it ran out, I got another string and started working over the end of that string to get it in there, you know, like Audie said, and not make a knot. Although me personally, I kind of would prefer to make a knot. I feel like it would secure it more in there, but I tried to do her thing of just trying to catch it in there. And so I've done that. I've added one time, and then I've added one again, and now I am very close to having to add another string, and I don't know how many more to actually get it all finished out. But this is the front of it, and I figure it's round, so I'm going to let it be a coaster. I just basically I love to do plastic canvas, and it's been a while. I don't hardly get to do it, and I wanted something to work on so I wouldn't be bored while, you know, going at the doctor's and being at the doctor's office with Albert. So this is what I have done. You can look at it. You can see how it's looking different all in here where I started, if I could do my finger right. That away, I guess. Where it's like it keeps moving over each one when I move up a row, because I'm going round. I started in the middle and I go round, and so here you can tell on the new row I started here, but you can see how it slants and goes back that way. It's weird. I don't know if it's ending up to be supposed to be this way or not, but then I started there and I'm gotten up to here, so I've got that much more to go around, and I'm almost out. I gotta add some more, and this is what the back looks like. So like I said, Audie, I don't know if I'm really doing it right, but it's just, something for me to work on anyway. So I'm enjoying doing it, and I figure I'll just let it be. Go embellishment and put it on something. You never know with me. Never know with me. Alright, so I guess because I've done one over 9 minutes. I mean seconds. 12 seconds. 13 seconds into the second video. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing right. I can't do nothing right. No, 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 I sure can't. Drinking water. I'm gonna just go a little bit longer because it's ridiculous to have a little bitty few seconds of second video to have to deal with. So I'm gonna check something here in my planner to see what videos I am supposed to make on this Tuesday. So let me see if I can find it. If I can find it, find it, find it, find it, find it. Alright, Tuesday. Question of the day would be nice, and let's read. I've got that down for Tuesday. It's been a while since I've done a let's read, but that's gonna take a while. And with her being asleep, and she's been in there a little while, she's probably gonna wake up soon. And if I tried to do that video, I would be like rushing and hurrying up and reading fast and not sounding right and probably messing up, not saying the words right. Butcher's doing something over there. And because I'd be worried and nervous that she'd be fixing to wake up. So I don't think I'll try to do a let's read. But I may do a question of the day. So, and you know what? Since I did go over 2 videos, now we're in 2 minutes and something. And since I'm just going to do question of the day, let's just do it right here on the end of this and add it to this and be done with it. How about that? Howdy, bowdy, dowdy. Howdy, Katie. So, the question that we have for today, for question of the day, is by Lena Neal. And she asks, would you move back to your old house? Would you rather have... Oh, that's an extra extension of her question. So it's like a 2-part question, which one is for fun, and it has nothing to do with the first one. So I like it, so I'm going to add it to it. But let's go with her first question first. Lena Neal asks, would you move back to your old house? Okay. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Lena. Because we have just recently moved here to this house. So, is that the one you mean? Before this house, we lived in Lacombe, Louisiana, in that L-shaped house. If that's the one you mean, no way. Even though I missed that craft room, I had a craft room, and it was a nice big craft room. It was the biggest craft room I had ever had. I still would not want to move back there. So no for that one. If you mean the one before that, which was in Tennessee, we had bought a house in Churchill, Tennessee, and before that we lived a year in a log cabin in Kingsport, Tennessee. Those 2 towns are right close together. Our church was in Tennessee, and it was the bigger town, had Walmart and mall and all that. That's where we shopped and went to church. Churchill, Tennessee, Kingsport, Tennessee. Churchill, Tennessee was a little small town again, didn't have Walmart, didn't have all that, but it was right next door, and it was close to get there. So we shopped in Kingsport, went to church in Kingsport, lived in Churchill, and if that's where you're talking about, either one of those houses, no, I would not move back there. But now, If you're talking about the one before that in Mississippi on Bowie Swamp, I would move back there in a heartbeat. Yes, ma'am, sirree, I would. That land has been in my family 5 generations back, as far as I had got in my family history. Could be further than that. It was my pawpaw, Spikes' land, which is my daddy's daddy. Then he deeded it to my daddy, and then my daddy deeded it to us when I got married to Albert. I lived on that land as a little bitty girl. I lived on that land as a teenager. We had moved off, and then we moved back. So then when I got married to Albert, and we had the girls, we moved on that land. So I had moved and lived on that land 3 different times in my life. All the times when I was a little girl and a teenager, it was a trailer that we lived in. When we first moved there, when I was married and had our little girls, it was a trailer. But Albert built us a house, and we lived in the house. And I loved that house. And I loved the land. I loved the town. I knew the town. It was home. That town is where I have lived most of my life. And I know it. It's very familiar. I could drive in it very well. The big town next door where we went to church, Hattiesburg, where we had to go to Albert's eye doctor for his surgery, I knew it well. I could drive there and go to town and shop. I loved it. I had family close by. Now, mind you, Wyoming Nene, my oldest sister, and my mama lived 2-3 miles, 4 miles down the road from me. I don't remember now exactly how much it was, but it was close. And I may not have went and seen them every day, but if it could be that same way again, I would move back there in a heartbeat. I probably still would, even though my sister and mama's not there. My other sister lives in a little town close by, Becca JB. So she is real close to there. So yes, that would be no problem. What else was I going to say? I have friends that live close around there that I would be able to see again more often. And yes, Audie, me and you would start up our physical in-person hobby club again. I would move back there in a heartbeat. Okay, that's the end of this video where I'm going to start crying. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Okay. That land is no longer in my family. Okay. Let's move on. Her fun question. Change the subject here. Would you rather have toes or fingers? Or fingers or toes? Thank you, Lena. I love that question. But you know what? I don't know. I guess I'll have to say fingers. Because then I can craft. If I don't have fingers, I can't craft. But if you don't have toes, you can't walk. I have heard, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that if your big toe, something happens and you have to get it cut off, that you lose your, whatever that's called, and you can't walk. How many knows if that's really true or not? I don't know. But, of course, that would kind of really not be a problem with me, so I guess that's why I pick my fingers. Because I don't do no walking hardly, and I stay sitting on my behind most of my life. That's why I'm so big and out of shape, and that's why when I do get up and walk from one room to the other, I'm like, getting too loud here. But, and I get out of breath, and I sweat, and I get hot, and I don't like it. That's why I want to be still so I don't sweat. just telling the truth here. So, I would pick my fingers. Now, I don't want nothing to happen to my toes, Lord. Please, no, don't let nothing happen to my toes or my fingers. I'm just answering a fun question a friend asked me. Please don't let nothing happen to my fingers or my toes. But I thought that was cute, especially the way she said it twice, but you know, the backwards way. Would you rather have toes or fingers or toes? Kind of like she was singing a song. Would you rather have fingers or toes, toes or fingers? I love it. Okay, we're 10 minutes into the second video, so I've got to go. I am out of here until next time. Oh, hang on. I hope everybody enjoyed Lena's questions and the answer. Oh, Lena, I hope you enjoyed the answers to your questions. Sorry, I almost cried. Hope everybody else enjoyed Lena's questions and the answers to her questions. And I gotta keep quiet. I would love to enjoy checking my email and watching a few videos while she's asleep, if possible. Anyway, I know I love her to death, but OMG, I can't do nothing. It's just hard. Back in the day when I was younger and my kids was little, I could do everything with them around. It didn't bother me. I guess it's because I'm older and I just can't quite, what's the word for it, get organized with it all or something? I don't know. Excuse me. So anyway, I need more questions, people. Please send me more questions in. Under this video, under any of my videos, put question of the day by it so I know you want me to answer it on video like this. Please, I need more questions. So after that one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more questions, and that will be it. So I need more questions. Please, please send me questions. Please, please send me questions. Please, please send me questions. Okay, I'm out of here. Until next time, I'm done, I'm gone. Toot away.